Welcome back to the W.E. Dowell Fieldhouse in downtown, or not downtown, outskirts of Springfield, Missouri, for another Gold Ball Showdown Series semifinal matchup. This one between the 4A champion SWCHA Saints and the 5A champion Little Rock Flames, who coming into the tournament were most likely the odds-on favorite to win.
Great team in Little Rock. They really showed themselves strong last night against Red River. Probably wasn't playing a full Red River team. They took it 3-1, but we found out late yesterday after the game, just shortly after the game, that Kirslyn Autry was sick, and she was really sick, not just a little bit. And we noted that Kirslyn had hit the ball very long and very wide. She got very few balls down on the floor. But a great matchup. Little Rock is a strong team, and they are power. And what's going to be interesting on this, Colin, we're looking at a SWCHA team that doesn't have a lot of height.
That is true, and the block is going to be something that SWCHA, they won't be able to establish a super effective block, but enough of a block to make Little Rock think. Another thing that I'm looking to see in this game is if SWCHA was watching last night, something that Red River did a lot last night that worked was some misdirection.
Yes.
Getting off the block, and without the height, the block of Little Rock is going to be huge in this game. If Little Rock can, or rather SWCHA, can use some misdirection, get around, get some open looks, they've got a chance to hang with them in this game.
And I think, the point that you make there is a good one. Folks, when you look at these two teams, SWCHA is one that does not have a lot of height. You've got Siobhan Dittmer, who has got a little bit of size there, but the thing is that after that, you don't have much to be able to block up front. And it's tough to play at this level without the height that really forms an effective block. So this is going to be an interesting matchup here.
It's going to be fun to watch, and I'm mostly looking forward to see how the SWCHA Saints react to being undersized. They're not really undersized, but against Little Rock, they've got such a size disadvantage. See how they try to combat that. Some misdirection, maybe some sneak attacks, some two-hit attacks, and try and keep Little Rock thinking. For Little Rock, the strategy has to be pound the ball. And
you're exactly right. And I think one of the best things that you're going to see out of Little Rock is you're going to be looking at Gracie Campbell, number 25, Gracie Campbell. She is going to hammer the ball. And we don't want to forget Whitney Lockard and Riley Fielder. They will hammer it as well. Catherine Breeding doing a good job of setting the ball. Carrie Etherington did a little bit of hammering yesterday. Lydia, her sister, she is dynamite. She is small. She is effective.
She's a monster on the back row. She dug out so many against Red River that looked like they should have been points. And maybe another thing for the Saints, try and keep it away as much as you can from Lydia Etherington, because that is a disaster waiting to happen on a spike. She is so good at taking the spin off the ball, popping it up in the air. She made some digs that were absolutely tremendous.
I think for SWCHA, you can't write them off and being able to do their own hitting. You've got Skylar Comfrey yesterday that did a great job of hitting in that game that they won. Chloe Epker, Kira Kopke, both of those girls can hit some. And Caitlin Kratchik did pretty good. Toria Shine did a great job in the libero position, and we called her name quite a bit. She was digging stuff out of that back row really well. And for those that are not familiar with volleyball, a libero cannot play in the front row. They have to play in the back. They're always designated by an off-color jersey for the team, much like you see in soccer. A goalie has got a different color jersey. The same with a libero. And you probably see on your screen right now, Lydia's coming down, and there goes Toria Shine. And so this is going to be a good matchup. Got good skill on both sides. Ought to be a fun game.
I'm looking forward to see how Little Rock comes out and tries to attack with the height advantage. How do they try and attack and get command of this game early? And for SWCHA, how they play against the big game.
Yeah.
How they're able to dig out the tough ones. That's what I'm looking forward most to seeing, because if Toria Shine doesn't have a good game, let me rephrase that. If Toria Shine doesn't have a stellar game, they don't have much of a chance of winning this because of how hard they hit.
Totally agree with that. And we got the Libros on for both teams now, so we're getting ready to go.
Toria Shine, as she was yesterday, back to serve to open up this one. The officials, the final line check. We're ready to play. Toria Shine getting set to send it over to start. From the right side, fires it over, dug out by Lydia Etherington, and they're going to get a free one to start. They've got to use this to their advantage. Set it up, Siobhan Dittmer, dug out in the back by Gracie Campbell. On the outside, that's Riley with a big slam, trying to get it in, driving it down to the left edge, and that's Kiera Kopke. A great start in this one for the Saints. They got a big dig, and then Kiera Kopke showing off. Oh,
gone.
Trying to pin the back line there was Toria Shine. Didn't get it, but on that first point, and now the rest.
Got the captains coming over. Going to talk a little bit here.
Don't exactly know what this would be about this early in the game. One thing that I was impressed on the first point.
I think I can tell you what this is, Colin. I think what they're getting after is how they want the balls to be handled between points. So they are. I think what they're doing is they're rotating balls throughout the whole game.
Yeah, that does appear as if what it was about. Running over to get it. Skylar Comfrey nearly dropped it into the side. That was such a hard play for Gracie Campbell, and all she was able to do was pop it off to the right.
Boy, and I tell you what, and look who's up in this game so far. It's early, but this is interesting.
Saints holding their own against a team that's much bigger, but they're going to have to out-hustle them. And the block got up there and made Whitney think about it. There you go, setting it up again, driving it from the back row. And once again, Kiera Kopke, her second kill early in this game. So
now, folks, let me give you a little rule here. You'll see Toria, she is down in the bottom and play a little bit. And I told you she can only play back row. I want to make a little clarification here. See, right there. She can't attack the ball. She can only bump set or bump it over. Oh, good save.
And Toria Shine does a great job of getting it back over the net. The set by Catherine Breeding, and they hang on to it, driving it down right off the top of the net, and it's in. And Skylar Comfrey and Kiera Kopke look as if they are handling this game at the beginning.
Skylar is going to hit from the outside quite a bit, and she's effective.
And
she's effective.
She can hit from both sides equally well. Kopke, another jump serve, floating it in there. This is going to be Gracie Campbell into the net. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems as if right now the Saints coming out strong,
they
and Little Rock almost
really
doesn't know how to react.
You're talking about a Little Rock team on its heels.
Kopke and Gracie Campbell again, finally. Gracie Campbell the third time with a hit, and she finally drives it down.
And she is a hitter. Gracie Campbell can hit as well.
Whitney Lockard is back to serve. Toria Shine, one of the best. And that was off a tip too, I think.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it landed inbounds anyway, but I think they would have called a tip if it had gone out. And like I said, the misdirection at the beginning of the game. Siobhan Dittmer coming around.
Boy.
Looked like it was going to be a front set, and the Dittmer went around.
That is exactly right. Good misdirection on that one. And you'll note that Siobhan did not take long to get it down.
They're going to have to just set it over. Back set on the outside. That was Kopke with the hit. Driving it in. Kopke in the back. Nice dig.
Oh. That's a bad one there.
Toria Shine drops it in the middle. And Toria Shine off not a very good play set, but Toria Shine found the weak spot
did.
and put it in there.
She did.
Well,
right now, Swish is playing smart volleyball.
They are driving it down and an overpass on the first one. And it is 8-2 and a quick timeout by the Flames.
Boy, I would have never expected this, and I'm not saying that SWCHA can't play ball at all. I think they can hang with Little Rock, but the thing is that the areas that we thought would be dominant for Little Rock, they're not dominant.
In fact, it's actually been the opposite way. It seems as if net play has been dominated by SWCHA.
Yep.
And right now, you can hear we can hear, I don't know if you can hear it, but we can hear the coach of the Little Rock Flames yelling that they are better than this.
Yep.
They are better than how they're playing. And right now, if you're the Saints, you just got to keep running with this energy.
And let me tell you, Little Rock likes to play with a lot of energy. So for them not to be doing well right now, that kills them. It hurts them.
It's so tough. They're normally up and super excited.
Oh!
And that one is off just the knuckles of Whitney Lockard, and an ace for Chloe Epker.
Kira, was that Chloe? Yep, it was. It was Chloe.
Yeah, Kira served the last time. And another
overpass. Right in the chair.
Oh, man. And Chloe Epker, this has been dominant from the service line. As we've seen, very few times has Little Rock been able to set up a play because the serves have been so wonderful.
Another one.
Overpassed again.
And she hit the net.
Yep. No, they call it hitting the outside. Hit outside the antenna.
Boy, this is
11-2.
This is kind of shocking right here. Good dig there, though.
So Whitney Lockard finally sets it up, and then Gracie Campbell airs it out of bounds. And Little Rock,
they're reeling. We saw CHSM reel in the last match, and right now Little Rock is just on their heels.
Little Rock looks like they came out and didn't expect that, and then look, a little bit of miscommunication cost them a chance for a big spike. Skylar Comfrey, she just missed the corner. Skylar Comfrey, we saw in their first match as they took on KC Metro, and Skylar Comfrey was dominant.
Yes, she was. We called her name a lot.
So Carrie Etherington back to serve again. Up again, driving it off the fingertips of the block. Gracie Campbell, good dig right there. That was Epker. Driving it just over the net, dropping it in. Was that Comfrey?
Yes, it was.
And
again,
they are dominating up at the net. They even got a hand up and almost got a block on that last one. So Siobhan Dittmer, maybe the girl with the most size on their team, up and
got a net.
Someone was in the net.
Yep, it was SWCHA.
So SWCHA called for a net violation. Still ahead by 9 points, and back into the game we see Toria Shine.
And Lydia.
So Lydia Etherington. She was great yesterday in the serve. Skylar Comfrey going the other way. It's dug out by Carrie Etherington, and it's going to be tipped over by her sister Lydia. Up on it, Skylar, dug out by Lydia Etherington. Set up by Carrie Etherington. Drive by Gracie Campbell. Picked up. Oh, wow. Gracie Campbell was right there. Sneak attack attempted by Chloe Epker to try and tip it over, and Gracie Campbell had none of it.
Boy, that was a great block up there, trying to dink it over, and the hands got up.
13-5.
Overpass. Boy, we saw in the last match, the overpass is a killer, and that is exactly what happened there. So now the momentum's starting to swish, move away from SWCHA.
Drives it over, up, Skylar Comfrey.
Nice ball.
She found the open edge in the back right corner. And something that amazes me with Skylar Comfrey, she's very good, not only with her power, but her control as well. She gets to go back to serve.
And I appreciate the comment on Facebook. SWCHA has won 50 games this year.
They've played.
They're nothing to sneeze at by any stretch.
And they are giving Little Rock a run for their money
they
right
are.
now in the first set.
Tipped over.
And that's a very effective use of the tip by Little Rock. I tell you what, you win 50 games, there's no reason you shouldn't be in a gold ball showdown
I
series
would totally
semifinal.
agree with that. Totally agree with that.
And it looks as if that's Gracie Campbell needing to tie her shoe before she serves. 11 points away from taking set number 1 for SWCHA. And boy, this is we're really being shown that you cannot judge a book by its cover or a team by their size, because SWCHA has come out, and a beautiful dig there by Gracie Campbell. They set up another play. Short set. And the attempted spike by Natalie Hemingway. And it appeared as if the ball nicked off the top of the net.
The block got up there, and the ball got through.
Sometimes the ball hitting the top of the net will slow it down enough, and the block doesn't have time, and the block doesn't get as much contact on it as they would like. 14-8, the score, and Gracie Campbell to serve yet again. The serve dug out by Skylar Comfrey, and the block definitely getting up. Nice backhand tip, and that is Michaela Barnes.
You go, girl.
Michaela Barnes got up, a backhand tip, and yesterday it seems as if the energy not as much for Little Rock.
I would agree with that.
This isn't as much as a rivalry game as Red River is. Good drive over the net by Caitlin Kratchik. Good up there as well by Kratchik. Driving it in off the block, out of bounds, and that is Kiera Kopke, her third kill of the match.
Boy, and I tell you what's happening right now, you've got SWCHA that is really handling themselves at the net really well against a hitting Little Rock team.
SWCHA's got to keep the intensity going, as that one just barely hitting the top.
Caitlin made a slight mistake there, but they're up 7. They're doing fine, and they're handling themselves well. And Catherine Breeding, she's a setting machine as well for Little Rock, and she's going to serve.
And the thing is, they have that 7-point lead. They can afford to be a little perfect on those serves, try and place the ball in the perfect position. They dig out by Shine. They hit it back over. That's Lydia Etherington setting it up, driving it down. And finally we see Riley Fielder getting a good attempt and a very good hit for Riley Fielder, driving it down the middle.
And a really good arm on that one. SWCHA didn't have much of a chance on that.
Catherine Breeding yet again. Dug out by Comfrey. Put up by Epker, and Kopke's just got to get it back over. And it seems as if Little Rock not communicating as well as they did yesterday. And oh boy, they almost got it over on the bump by Kratchik. Instead it hits the top of the net. And the problem with it hitting the top of the net is a lot of times it'll drop straight down. Whereas if you hit a little bit below that, you might get a little bit more of a bounce off. Again, the serve by Breeding. Up in the air, Kopke.
Almost an overpass.
Off the block.
Whitney
into the top. Oh, they call it off the block. Another block, but what they're doing now is they're establishing that we can get up there and block your hits. Even though that one goes out of bounds, I love that they're challenging.
They are doing it really.
Hits.
They are. Kiera, Chloe. Boy, that caught Toria wrong again.
Getting into it.
Oh, what a job.
A good dunk, and now they're going to get a free one off of it. That was I enjoy the try right there.
Natalie Hemingway almost got it, and it tipped enough and it dropped right behind her. you're seeing them. This is interesting. Short momentum shifts for both sides here. And Little Rock digging their way back in it. I mean, they were on their heels in that early part of the set. But SWCHA here is now struggling a little bit. And I noted there on the last couple points, a little bit of miscommunication going on there. But I'll tell you, they're showing why they're here and definitely deserve to be here. I just expected a little more out of Little Rock to start the game.
And right now, what you need to do if you're SWCHA, keep the energy up. And when I say energy, I mean just your mindset. Keep it up. You've got to keep pressing forward. Keep your intensity high. And you cannot let Little Rock have the feeling that they're back in this game. A block. They get it up, though. And a good job by Lydia Etherington. What a job on the dig. That's Kratchik. Kratchik, a digging machine, along with Toria Shine in the back row. And Shine tipping it towards the middle. Saved by Breeding. Up by Campbell. Whitney Lockard.
Oh, God, just missed.
But they don't get it back over the net. And it's 16-14. Little Rock showcasing their power.
Just missed there. The ball was just at the net and dropped right behind it. Good block there, set up, ready to go. Oh!
The one-hand and
I'm sorry, that was Natalie.
That's what I was going to say. Natalie Hemingway. It looked like with a little left-hand float tip, and they get the point off of it.
So they stopped the bleeding, which they really needed to do. Toria Shine just served it.
She does very well on the serve. Driving
good block!
And blocked! And
that's Chloe and Siobhan.
We didn't know if the block was going to be there today. And
I think
Saints,
it's Siobhan. And I'm hoping I got that name right.
Served by Shine.
Oh.
Hard play for Lydia Etherington. And that was it over. And like you said, the short little momentum shift.
They are.
And it looks like SWCHA's got it right back. They've got the lead back up to 5 after it was down to 2. And they scored 3 consecutive to take a 19-14 lead. The set, driving and blocked again! And that's 2 points in at least the last 3 that have been blocked.
And we just got, it's Siobhan. And let me tell you, Siobhan is making her presence known.
2 blocks, a couple of kills. She has been essential to the attack in this first set.
She's doing a great job. And you know, SWCHA's got a 6-point lead deep into the first game. And let me tell you, that's a head messer. That'll mess with your mentality a little bit. And I think SWCHA here, they come out and playing like there's nothing to lose. And there isn't anything to lose. Have fun. And they're doing it. They're having fun.
That's very true. The Flames coming into this tournament mostly expected to win. And so the Flames with all the expectations on them, and now they're just going to have to bump it over again and out.
Gone.
A great job making it difficult for the Flames to get anything going in their hard game. Served by Toria Shine there. They're going to get a chance here. Fielder with the tip. And
Siobhan! Again!
Siobhan Dittmer, her 3rd kill in the set to go along with 2 blocks. And I tell you what, we came in with the expectation that Skylar Comfrey and Kiara Kopke were going to be the main players. But I tell you what, Siobhan Dittmer has made her presence known right down the line. And Toria Shine using her expertise in the serving area to get another point.
Boy, she painted that one really well.
Toria Shine back once more. And then it drops in! Toria Shine back-to-back serve.
And she's smiling big here.
The first one was all skill. The second one, a little bit of luck involved. Nevertheless, they count the same. Dropping it in the middle. She almost ended this with 3 aces. Blocked again.
Back set.
Off the tip.
Got it.
I didn't know that Skylar Comfrey was going to be able to come up with that.
And let me tell you, that was effective because this time they didn't go front set. They went back set to Whitney Lockard, and Whitney drove it and only had one person to block it.
24-15. This is Riley Fielder.
Oh, that was going out.
It was very close. Toria Shine tips it into the middle. Dug out by Riley Fielder. Over to Whitney Lockard. And someone was in the net. And
that is a bad spot right there. Chloe Epker. That looks like she has turned an ankle, and I don't know if she landed on somebody. She is just sitting there. She hasn't moved. Boy, I'll tell you that. Look, when you got players coming in that hard and that tight, there's a lot of feet in the area, and it does not take much to twist an ankle.
Yeah,
that's what she's done.
Just twisted her left ankle. Now, sometimes those can be just stingers, where you're able to get back out there in a couple plays. They'll probably give her the rest of this set off. With only needing one more point at least, I doubt she will come back in.
And what's going to be interesting here, I'm not sure what they're going to do. I thought, okay, they're talking about a reserve, and I'm not sure why. I thought the point should have gone to SWCHA, but there might be more to this involved than what meets the eye. So it looks like number 19, Hannah Deringer, is going to come in to the game to replace Chloe.
So Chloe Epker, who did a marvelous job on the serve, getting them at least 4 points on the serve.
Yep.
And that was an instrumental part of getting them the big early lead of 11-2.
And they're up 9 right now. I mean, SWCHA's looking to put this game away. Boy, you hate to see that. I'm one of those that, as a coach, I want to play against the best that you have to offer. And Chloe Epker is definitely a person I would want on the floor.
Yeah, so big loss for the Saints, but you know, this can do one of two things to a team. They can either come out a little bit sluggish after a player goes down, or they can come out with extra fire to try and win it for that player.
I think we're going with a reserve here.
Yeah, because the scores say 24-15.
Yeah.
And once again, it's Riley Fielder. Oh, in the face.
Boy, that caught Caitlin right under the chin. That's a tough one.
That was just a perfect serve.
We've talked about this before. The flow serve is so hard to judge.
Well, they just put 2 points up for the Flames, so I don't know if maybe just late in getting the score up or an accidental 2 points.
Good hit!
Doesn't matter.
There you go.
It down. Chloe Kopke, or rather,
Kiera Kopke. Game 1 to SWCHA.
25-17, and that's a big start for SWCHA. And one thing that was really noticeable, difference between the Flames from last night to today, it doesn't seem like there's any energy.
No, none. And I'll tell you, SWCHA came out and established themselves very early in that game. And, you know, that right there, that's a door. And if SWCHA's already exploited it for game 1. And you win game 1 and the mental aspect starts to play in more. And I'll tell you, SWCHA looks really good right now. Really good.
Another thing that SWCHA did in the first set that I didn't necessarily expect too much of, they got up and blocked a lot.
They did.
Siobhan Dittmer.
Yeah.
I mean, she was definitely a force to be reckoned with at the net. She had 3 kills, 2 blocks, scoring 5 points in just that regard for her team.
She really had one that was set up on you talk about bringing out something on a silver platter. She slammed one right at the net just because it was a bad pass and nailed it. And I'll tell you, she's doing a great job for them. You know, we called her a little bit last night, but it didn't seem like she was terribly involved in all the action. She's an effective team member there. But today, she's really establishing herself as, hey, I'm here to play ball. Anybody else want to join me?
Little Rock's got to step up their game in the second set. They just got to come out and get that energy back that they had last night. I think if they can get that energy back, the game's going to change drastically.
You know, the one thing about Siobhan, she was a Midwest Freshman Post Player of the Year in basketball for Nationals a couple of years ago, and now she's trying her hand at volleyball. Hey, Siobhan, good move, girl. Way to go. Well done. You're showing that you're a valuable member of this team. SWCHA is going to come out, and I'll tell you what, if they take this game, oh my.
And right now what the Flames cannot do, they can't get down on themselves. They've got to get their energy back up. They've got to get their crowd fired up. Their crowd last night was electric, and today it seems like they haven't.
No, we haven't heard much at all. Chloe is still down on the bench right now, and they are taping her up right this moment, trying to get her ready to come back in. She's a big member for them. She needs to be on that floor, and they're doing everything they can to get her going.
She's one of their best servers and great in the back row, as well as she can come up,
she can hit,
make some hits. So she might be their best all-around player that they have. She's not their best hitter, she's not their best blocker, she's not their best server, but she's really good in all three of those, and so one of the best all-around players that we've seen in this tournament.
I would totally agree. Catherine Breeding, she is a great person to get them started with a serving. Little Rock, they need to get something going right now, and they need Catherine to get them going in the right direction.
So Catherine Breeding is going to be their starting server in the second set, and here we go. The libero checks in. That is Toria Shine. Toria Shine.
Boy,
what a player she is.
What a digging machine she is. Give her a shovel.
I tell you what, I think if SWCHA comes out and wins this and plays against PT, we'll have two great liberos going at it.
Yes.
In that one. Two great digging machines. So this right here, Catherine Breeding. Lydia Etherington not in there to start for the Flames.
Oh!
That died.
That just ducked. I mean, it cleared the net, and it looked like it had a weight on it and just died.
As I've heard it or analyzed before, a slider of a serve.
Oh!
If you call it tip. They said it was tip.
I don't think it was. That looked like it hit the top of the net. Come right back.
I thought so too, but the up official signaled tip. They didn't get a hand on it anyway. 2-0.
Toria.
Oh no!
That's a bad. Right there, Kira did a bad job with that pass, and that's a tough one. That's a no-go.
That set was a little too
close to the net.
To the net, yeah.
What? Little communication issue for SWCHA. Blocked.
And the block has been established. Toria Shine got it over the block. That one would have gone out, but Gracie Campbell hits it back over. They call it tipped again. I didn't think that one was tipped either. Oh, nice dunk. And they once again flew over. And that right there.
Natalie, I think.
No, that was Abigail Herman, number 11 for the Flames.
Oh, my bad. Thank you. Sorry.
Number
Abigail had a tough time getting that up and over.
That was a very tough one to hit anyway.
Yep.
And
boy, Toria. You can see why she serves early. Gone.
Out of bounds. And what they force the Flames to do is go away from their number one game.
Yep.
The Flames' number one game is power up at the net.
Power.
They force them to play back.
Yep.
Most of it has been with the serves. Toria Shine there again. They don't get a good hit off the first serve, and it gives all the advantage as there's Skylar Comfrey lowering the boom off the arms of Gracie Campbell, and it ties the game at 3.
Had a running start at that one.
And you give a running start to Skylar Comfrey, you better watch out.
Long.
Out of bounds.
Carey hit it long.
And it is 4-3, 3 consecutive points to start.
Boy, and I tell you, Little Rock needed the momentum and had it.
And credit SWCHA for getting it back. Oh, the tip. That one looked like it went off the fingertips of either Catherine Breeding or Gracie Campbell on the right side.
I think it was Gracie that hit that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 4-4. Tie game, and this is Riley Fielder.
Oh, misplayed there by Hannah, and boy, that's a tough one to have happen.
Hannah Dieringer, that's obviously a tough play to make, and you need to have some great skill to make that play.
And we need to see if Whitney's going to go back that direction. Let's see what she does.
Riley Fielder to serve once again. 5-4.
She does. She did.
Toria Shine got over there, made the play, and Dittmer.
Oh! Siobhan!
Siobhan Dittmer. She has succeeded and excelled at the tip game today.
She is establishing herself big time. Smart dink over the net.
Caitlin Kratchik will check in, and Hannah Dieringer comes out. Here comes the serve from Skylar Comfrey over the net.
Oh, nice hit!
Riley Fielder, and she has not gotten many opportunities to start.
She made a good decision there, and she can hit from the back row, and that's where she hit that.
This is Whitney Lockard. Lockard serves it. Oh,
misplayed there by Kiera.
And so Kiera Kopke.
Timeout.
Timeout, SWCHA. I like this timeout.
Yep.
Try to keep
Little
Rock
close
from getting on too big of a run.
Yep.
Keep them from getting too much momentum, and keep your team, I don't want to say in the game, because they're obviously still in the game, but keep this from getting a little out of hand early.
Yeah, but what you're noticing here right now, this is the absence of Chloe. And that's not a slam on Hannah, but there's a reason why Chloe is out there. And they're missing her right now. They're putting her sock on her right now. So she's hopefully coming in pretty quick. But that's what they're missing. And it doesn't take much to mess with a rotation. And that's what's going on right now. It's just gotten into their heads just a little bit, and they're okay. They're going to be fine.
And served by Whitney Lockard.
Yeah, I'll tell you, right now, Kiera Kopke is having a tough time.
Yeah, she's not used to playing.
She's a setter. She doesn't play back there much.
And obviously
she missed that one.
It's a really tough spot to play. And they've got to figure something out, because Whitney Locker's just going back there on every single serve.
Coach has just made the adjustment here.
Yeah, they move her up to the front row.
Yep. Yeah, that changed things. And she's going to, all right. Got a pretty good hit there for Kiera.
By Lockard. Lockard gets the spike and sets it down in the middle.
Okay, so let me tell you, folks, this is not what you want to see for SWCHA, although you do want to see Chloe come on the floor. And she does. She's going to come in for Caitlin.
What's going to be interesting to see is the mobility of Chloe Epker with that ankle taped up. That can limit your mobility. It's her right ankle, and I don't know if that's her dominant jumping foot.
I think it's the left one. It could be wrong. You might be right there.
No, you're right. It is the left ankle.
Oh, Toria Shine drills that right in the middle of the net.
And it's 11-5. Little Rock, after kind of getting, it almost looked as if they were surprised in that first set.
And I'll tell you, you talked about mobility. Chloe is hopping. She is not running real well. Nice set. Missed
down
it.
the line, but just a little bit out, as that was Kiera Kopke on the slam. And Whitney Lockard has been back there since it was 6-5, 6 in a row. And Whitney Lockard just keeping it going. Toria Shine dug it out. Good set. Kopke.
Another one. Oh, that one didn't get played real well. Here's Whitney.
Good job. Toria Shine always seems to be in the right spot. And Kopke again, cross court, dug out by Riley Fielder. That's Breeding with the set. Gracie Campbell up. Blocked down. And who else? Siobhan Dittmer.
Yes. Getting it up again.
And Siobhan Dittmer proving herself a force to be reckoned with at the net.
She is doing a great job getting the hands up and jumping. Siobhan has had several blocks here, doing a great job.
Serve
Oh,
just barely snuck over the net.
What did she just do?
Lydia Etherington with the save. Outstretched arms of Carrie Etherington and down. And it's 2 straight points.
Hey,
They've got a 12-7.
Newsflash, Chloe Epker is on the floor, and guess which way the score is swinging now. Oh, this is huge.
And a nice catch by the up official. 12-8. And all of a sudden, the momentum seems to be swinging
again.
back with Chloe Epker back on the court. It's amazing how big a difference one player can make. And there it is again. Ace.
Folks, watch the serve of Michaela Barnes. I have not seen this before, and I don't know why I didn't notice this yesterday unless she didn't serve, but I don't remember seeing this. Watch. From the side.
Yeah,
look
she
at
does
that.
A little bit of a and whenever that sneaks over the net, that's got such downward
it's a
action,
downward force.
And it is deadly it was deadly for that Little Rock defense.
So Michaela Barnes using her serve to get her team some points, some much-needed points.
Good dig out there by Skylar, driving it over the block, and Etherington had to go down to her knees.
Lydia doesn't make many mistakes, but she did on that one.
She was forced to go down to her knees, and that's a tough play to make.
Yes, it is. And she's going to come off the floor, and Whitney's coming back on.
And now we get to see Siobhan Dittmer, who's been the star of the game so far,
Yep.
I believe.
Oh!
If she sneaks that one over, that one's
that is,
deadly. So she'll check out, and back in is Toria Shine. Only a 4-point deficit.
4 points is not, I mean, it's not a big deal because we've seen momentum go both ways on these teams. Overpass. Oh, and missed.
That was nearly put in the perfect spot, and I think you see the inability to get all the way up for Chloe Epker there, as that was a tough tip to make. 15-10 now is Lydia Etherington. Good job getting down on that one. By Michaela Barnes. Up in the air, Riley Fielder dug out.
Good dig.
By Shine to the back.
Blocked!
A block, and that's Riley
Fielder.
Riley Fielder feeling it right now, as she has been much more of an impact player here in the second set than she was in the first.
What's really interesting, though, that was a single-person block, and it was effective.
They're going to get a hit
Toria.
off this, but Toria... And it was the point I was about to make before she hit that. Toria Shine is absolutely tremendous at those kind of soft hits.
Yep.
Just getting them in a position where it's almost unable to hit.
Really nice spin on the ball.
Good serve. Dropping it in, overpass. Nice save there. Blocked back.
Good.
Good call by the
linesman.
Down and to your right. The linesman, he made a great call there.
Yep.
16-12.
SWCHA trying to come back again.
A nice dumping serve.
Boy.
Gracie Campbell got into that one. Beautiful dig. Skylar off the top of the block, diving down to save it back up, driving it in. Toria's
got the
right
net.
there. She got the net.
Let me tell you why Little Rock got that point. That started with Carrie Etherington hustling her tail over to save that ball. That point doesn't happen without her right there.
And hustle is something that we've seen a lot from both teams in this game.
Overpass.
But a good job on the tip to at least give them a chance.
Ooh,
and
Riley
Fielder right into the net.
Boy,
17-13.
that is a tough one. Riley Fielder, she is not known for driving one into the net. She's got a great arm. She just caught the middle of the net there.
17-13. And the serve from Chloe Epker. Leaping up is Gracie Campbell. Nice dig by Epker. Leaping up, that's Skylar Cumpry. Back the other way.
Oh,
the tip.
nice
Nice
tip.
dig on the outside by Skylar. Skylar again leaning back. dig by Gracie Campbell. Up for Riley Fielder in the middle.
Oh, Riley Fielder.
And the block was just a little bit late getting up by Natalie Hemingway, and that's what allowed that.
And I tell you, if you can't block Riley, she's just so effective with her hits. She's going to find the open spots on the floor, and she picked one on the right there.
Catherine Breeding back into serve with a 5-point lead, 18-13. She'll fire it cross court.
Boy, nice quick serve.
Up in the air.
Oh.
Skylar mistimed her jump just
Boy,
a little bit.
Skylar did not connect well on that one and drove that in the middle.
Little Rock trying to pull away. They've got a 6-point lead.
Good
serve dug out by Skylar, though. Leaping from the back row, firing it in. That was Kiera Kopke. Up on the other side,
Riley.
Off the block.
Yeah, that's going to go. Yeah, great hustle. Kiera Kopke hustled over there, but there is just no way she can cover that territory. And now what you've got a big-time timeout coming for SWCHA, and they are down 7. They're up a game, but they're down 7. And it really, let's go back to the early part of the game. Chloe was off the floor for the first several points, and that's what they're down right now.
That is true. Other than the last 3 points that they've given up, it was really Chloe Epker being off the court. She is their number 1 setter.
Yes.
And also a very good server. And having a player of her caliber off the court, I mean, that is tough to overcome.
That hurt. And again, I want to make it clear, it's not a slam to the other team, but when you got a rotation on there that you've worked with pretty much all year, it's tough. It's like introducing a new part to the body, and that's not an easy thing to do.
So once again to serve are the Flames. Up in the air, Skylar Compery.
Wow, she drilled it.
And they're going to save
Good save!
They do.
What a save!
Skylar again, driving it, dug out. That was Abigail Herman with the dig out. First time we called her name today.
Again!
Off the
Got it!
And they might call a double on it. No, they call it a hit the ground.
Skylar got 3 swats.
And you cannot, if you're the Flames, give Skylar Compery room to make you pay, because they did not get much solid contact on that.
Siobhan's back on the floor.
I was just about to make mention of that because she has been huge. They get up on the block, but it was a high enough one. And
Skylar's starting to take it over now.
The block did not get there in time. Skylar Compery. And really, when the block doesn't get there in time, that's just 2 players out of position. That's all it is. Victoria Shine on the serve. She is one of their best. Up in the air.
Block missed. Yep. Skylar got the block that time, and it went right back in her lap.
Skylar Compery, she's done a great job getting up. She's got a great vertical. And that's one of the things that you need. You need a good vertical. A running jump doesn't do you much good on the block.
Riley's been effective with her serve. Good deep one.
Tipped up, drives it.
Oh wow! That time the block doesn't help there. Helps Little Rock. They got a good one up there, and momentum shifts, and you're talking about Little Rock that's 3 points away from taking game 2.
Riley Fielder to serve for Little Rock.
Oh, Siobhan.
Good up there from Catherine Breeding.
Over the tip. Oh, miscommunication.
Yeah, I don't think there was no one in that corner, and the nearest person to it was Skylar Compery.
2 points away.
And right now, if you're SWCHA, you're still trying to come back and win it, but you want to at least make it close. Put the pressure on them, score some points.
Good back set. Good one.
That's almost impossible, and that was Chloe Epker getting up there and slamming it down, even bad ankle and all. She's playing her heart out.
Great back set. That was a great spot to go backwards. Skylar's going to take a serve here.
Skylar drives it down.
Big set. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice.
That was good. They dug it out, trying to drop it into the middle, dug out by Gracie Campbell.
What?
Back up in the air, trying to get to it again. Whitney Lockhart, all she can do is tip it. Up in the air, Shine, good bump set. Skylar Comfrey, off the hands of Fielder.
Oh, Whitney.
Blocked! Blocked down!
Again!
And I believe that was Michaela Barnes getting up on that one.
And Siobhan was there, but you're right. Michaela got that one.
And now 2 points. You score a couple more, you start putting the pressure on
that's
Little
big.
Rock. Skylar, good serve. Pops it up in the air. That was tough to play.
Wow.
And out of bounds.
Out.
Good call by the line judge on the far side. And you scored 3 in a row. And Skylar Comfrey's looking confident on this serve.
She is. And she's put a couple of effective ones in there.
I suspect 1 or 2 more points, and we'll probably have a timeout being called. Up in the air, driving it down, dug out by Toria Shine. Good setup. Skylar Comfrey, the dunk into the middle.
Bad.
Wasn't a great set.
Yeah, that was a bad pass, and that was bad.
It was a good job getting it out of the net, though. Overpass. She almost.
Oh, Siobhan! Another silver platter ball.
And Kiera Kopke was right there as well. Both of them elevating, and now you start hearing the crowd getting into
the
it.
tension is starting to ratchet up.
23-19, driving it in. Tough play. Up in the air. Lockhart, that was
boy,
tough.
That barely got inside the antenna.
That's what I was thinking. Up in the air. Kopke, hard hit. Tough play. Not going to drop in. Good. Being there in the corner.
Kiera again.
Got it! Lowers the boom. And it's a 3-point game. They've come back and scored 5 consecutive points.
Big turn.
Out here.
Big turn.
Skylar Comfrey. Another serve. Deep.
Out!
She just lost it. Oh, if she lands that one, this game is totally different.
Inches.
24-20, and if you're the Saints, you just got to break it here.
Boy, I'll tell you, and this is a big one.
Whitney Lockhart's been their #1 server, at least in this set. Up in the air, leaping, drops it down, and Chloe Kopke.
Kopke trying to assert herself.
Kiera Kopke, after it had really been Skylar Comfrey, the #1 in this set, she has come out on the last
And let me tell you, this changed when Chloe got back on the floor.
Up in the air, overpass,
Oh!
and it's a 2-point game. And right now, all you're looking at, all they have to do is score 2. They don't have to score 3 to get all the way back in this.
You know, what's interesting is that Little Rock is not taking the timeout, and I'm surprised.
I think 1 more point, and we'll definitely have a timeout coming. Etherington, good set. Driving.
Blocked! Oh!
Siobhan Dittmer, yet again, making her presence felt on the front. And a
timeout, Little Rock. Oh, folks. Can you believe it?
And you have made this point time and time again. This all changed when Chloe Epker got back on the court.
That is the huge swing here. Siobhan did a great job blocking that ball, and what was interesting, she was getting ready to go celebrate, and she turned, and Little Rock did dig the ball out. And they were nervous, and lo and behold, the ball finally landed on the floor. But let me tell you, Siobhan Dittmer is making herself known on this floor today. This is big. It's more than Kiera, it's more than Chloe, it's more than Skylar. It is Siobhan Dittmer who is asserting herself on the floor.
The serve just barely over the net. The setup by Fielder, the drive, dug out, and up, over, off the net.
Game!
We are tied!
Tied!
24-24, so someone has to score some extra points.
SWCHA trying to take game 2.
A 9-1 run for the SWCHA Saints. They were down 23-15, and they've come all the way back to tie it up at 24. Deep serve count.
Oh my.
You just got to take this one. You got to get this next point.
Now listen, folks, when you look at that serve by Michaela, it is one nasty serve. It comes from the side. So to be able to get a mistake like that and get out of that, that's big for Little Rock.
This is Carrie Etherington.
Oh no!
Right back.
Oh no! And she's doing 3 burpees
That's a big mistake. And now Siobhan Dittmer, and you better believe if there's anyone who would be more fitting to end this one for the Saints, it would be Siobhan Dittmer.
She wants to take this baby home.
Dittmer's serve. Dug out by Lydia Etherington, leaping through the middle.
Boy, that's a tough set at the net.
Dig out the tip.
Kira.
Driving it.
Got it!
Cross court and in. And it's 26-25.
Game point right here.
And the Saints, who were down 23-15, had battled back to a set point to possibly take a 2-0 set lead on the Flames. Dug out by Lydia. Driving it, Gracie Campbell towards the corner. Dug out by Siobhan Dittmer. And that's going to fall.
That's going the other way.
26 all. Man, this is exciting.
And I need to check, folks. Hang with me for just a moment. Hey, guys, is there a cap on this? We're going to check that. We're not sure on the cap. It is a cap of 30. Oh, no!
Again into the net for Little Rock.
Abigail Herman drives that into the net. Oh, my.
So as you heard, a cap of 30, that means the 30th point wins the game. Is that correct?
Yes.
Blocked! Out of bounds, though! Oh, my!
Wow!
Oh boy, I think everyone from Little Rock held their breath whenever that one got blocked.
And folks, let me explain something here. Typically, you have to win by 2. There's no cap. In this tournament, it's a cap to 30. First team to 30 wins. Or win by 2.
Yeah, unless the team gets up by 2. Set up, driving it.
Kira wide!
And Kira Kopke hits it out of bounds. So now, big right here as Gracie Campbell heads back to serve.
Now listen, this is big, folks, because SWCHA was on the edge of taking a 2-0 lead.
This would give the momentum back heading into the third set. If you're Little Rock, nice take by Toria Shine. Up on the edge, driving it. Blocked. Falls on the edge.
Oh, that's a carry. That's a carry.
It ties it up.
All right, first team to 30, folks.
That is true, because whether you win by 2
or get to 30,
it's going to be.
Oh, and the girl that turned it all around, Chloe Epker.
To serve. Drives it just over the net. Dug out by Lydia Etherington.
Oh, bad pass.
Bad pass. And they're going to get a free one out of it. Toria Shine. The set by Epker. The drive
Skylar
by
blocked.
Dug out once again by Toria. Drive again over the top. That was Kira Kopke. Here's the tip. In the middle.
Oh!
God, what an effort. And they're going to keep it alive. Back up in the air.
Riley Fielder!
Riley Fielder drives it down the line. And 29-28. Woo! Boy, this is fun. I tell you what, this is good volleyball if I've ever seen it.
Little Rock needs the point. They need to get this game.
They don't want to go back and have a winner-take-all point, tipping it over the middle. Lydia Etherington digs it out. Whitney on the drive.
Out of bounds!
And
Little Rock
to 28. The Little Rock Flames come back.
Oh! Let me tell you, folks, that is a huge shift. Huge shift. Because now you're not down 2-0. It's 1-1.
1-1. And as evenly matched as this has been,
wow,
we might be in for a 5-set match. And a
5-set,
possibly more than the 15 allotted points in the 5-set.
Yep, and that I think is a 15 cap of 20 if it goes 5 sets. We're double checking that right now. Stay with us, folks. Expert. We're double checking the rule on that. But you're talking a big time game right here. Look. 3 more to go. Yep. And we're going to check on a couple things. And let me ask Rob, our producer here, do you need to take a break or are we good to go? We're going to go. We're going to stay on. We're going to go to game 3.
Well, really late on in the game, I really like the resilience of both teams.
Oh, yes. Yes. And I think, Colin, that's an excellent point right there. Because what you're talking about is you're talking about Little Rock, who was really in command early and really, let's say even late.
Yeah.
They're up 23-15, And here comes Little Rock, and they dig back. And I'll tell you, Little Rock really did well to get up early and hang on to keep that game. But SWCHA has really, they've shown why they deserve to be here.
And I tell you what, we talked about it before the game, how the size might be a disadvantage.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not a
It is
disadvantage
not
right now.
at all. The block has been established, maintained, and dominated by SWCHA.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it's been Siobhan and it's been Michaela that have gotten up there. Skylar has really had a couple of really good swings. Chloe Epker has been the glue, though. She came off with that slight injury, and lo and behold, she went ahead and got herself taped up, got back on the floor, and that game changed. It changed.
It totally did. With her off the court, they got down 3 early. She came back on, they gave up a little bit of a run at the beginning, and then all of a sudden, something clicked. And it was like the snap of their fingers, and all of a sudden they played exactly as they had in the first set, and they looked like the dominating presence that they were in set number 1. And if you're the Flames, you got to feed off the energy. You gave up a lead, but you still won the set. It doesn't matter what the score was. You got the win. The only numbers that matter now is 1-1.
Yep.
The sets are tied. It doesn't matter.
And that's really that's an excellent point, Colin. It's 1-1. It doesn't matter what the score was to end that thing. You did your business. You did what you had to do. Now what they need to do is they need to establish themselves really well early on in this set if they want to act like they're going to walk on the gold ball final. But
Toria
SWCHA,
Shine will go back to serve.
and boy, she's been a force in the back. She's done a great job.
She and Michaela Barnes have dominated from the service line in this game.
And we're going to be able to see Michaela serve, and you'll be able to see the sidearm serve that she does.
Popped up in the middle by Catherine Breeding. The
Block
block!
again.
That one by Epker. They had to tip it over this time. And
Siobhan!
drives it in! Siobhan Dittmer. And she is showing her presence and making it known here in the Gold Ball Showdown Series semifinal number 2. Toria Shine yet again.
Ooh.
Popped up. Deep
That's
pass.
an overpass. Yep. That's Lydia right there. Made a mistake on the pass there.
I've been super impressed with what I've seen from both teams today. They've played extremely well. And SWCHA to serve again. Popped up in the middle by Catherine Breeding. The spike.
Off the block that
and out
time.
of bounds. And that is
That was
Riley
Kopke
Fielder.
and Dittmer trying to get it, and it went off their hands out of bounds.
And you see those few times where the block doesn't work, but for the most part,
It's been effective. Yep.
Little drop serve into the middle.
Overpass.
Oh, boy.
They got away with that.
It seemed as if both teams got away with carries on that last one. And
Yeah, that one's
was
going to get called.
Yeah, that was...
Double hit there.
And ties it up at 2-2. I suspect this one to be close. I expect at some point we'll start to see a team maybe pull away, but it's going to stay close for the most part. I mean, you might see a couple 3-point runs, but it'll be countered most likely very quickly.
Dittmer again.
Again into the middle. She didn't get much on it. Gracie Campbell. Nice dig in the back.
Toria.
And Toria Shine showing off her prowess in that libero position. A bump set to the outside. Kopke off the top of the
good
hands
save.
of Breeding. And they get it back over. So we're going to keep it alive. Set up. Tip.
Oh, it's
stayed in. It stayed in. Down the line on the far left side.
Kira Kopke, I think, got that one in.
Kira Kopke was planning on going up, saw the block.
She was.
She wasn't going to be able. And those in-play adjustments are the big thing. Up in the air.
Whitney.
Driving it. Good play. The left-hand tip.
Oh, wow.
And that's always big. So
Nice. Good hammer there by Little Rock.
Little Rock is so good at the drive. They've been a force
They can hit from the back.
And it seems as if
Wow, that was going out.
Might
That
want
was
to start
well
doing
out.
more of that. Skylar Comfrey dug out the tip over. Good play over there by and they drive it down the middle. Picked up by Whitney. Back across. It's going to barely squeak over the net. The setup. Dittmer to the back corner. Dug out with the overhead set. Blocked. Dittmer again. Playing the net with perfection.
Good volley going on
here. Kopke drives it down off the top of the hands.
Skylar.
And it makes it 4-3. Just beautiful volleyball from both teams. And I tell you what, I'm looking forward, whoever wins this set, I'm going to be looking forward to what the fourth set has to bring as well. Because we have had some tremendous volleyball in this one. Drives it into the top of the tape.
Chloe
Epker.
Oh, that's a mistake right there. That one hurts.
Substitution checking out for the Flames is Catherine Breeding, and into the game is Abby Darden. Serve.
Good dig there by Toria. Skylar
got
it!
Or Skylar
Comfrey.
Yeah, Skylar Comfrey. She has been tremendous.
Man, she's a hitting machine. I'm surprised her arm is still attached. She just attacks so often.
Siobhan Dittmer to serve. They pop it up in the middle, drives it down.
Dittmer doing it down. Oh, boy. And I tell you what, you know what's really interesting there? You saw Siobhan do a dig, and we've not seen much of that out of her. She's just showing herself to be a good all-around volleyball athlete.
And though she's much better at the front, showing that she can hold her own in the back row
Absolutely.
as well. She checks out now for Toria Shine, who comes in. Lydia Etherington to serve with a 5-4 lead. And I think the ref is checking.
Got some checking on the R2 side here.
She gives the play on signal. Lydia Etherington.
Good dig there.
Toria Shine just continues to amaze. Good job by Skylar Comfrey to be back there. Etherington.
Misplay there. Gone.
Out of bounds.
Boy, that hurt.
The set was difficult. That was almost as good as she could have done with the set, but unable to get something going. And a 6-5 game. Skylar Comfrey back to serve.
Abigail Herman comes on the floor for Little Rock.
And Comfrey, the jump serve. Good job by Gracie Campbell to get her arms in the right position on that one.
And remember, it was Skylar that served them back into position to even win. Got it!
If that doesn't go off the hands of Carrie Etherington, they had Gracie Campbell in the back ready for it. But in the heat of the game, you can't
make that adjustment. Nope, that's hard. Maybe I should say impossible. Gracie. Gracie Campbell.
That was great usage of the tip right there, dropping it cross court where no one was.
Boy, and I'll tell you, she made that in flight.
6-7.
Nice job.
The lead and the serve.
Overpass,
and
that's serving it up on a silver platter right there.
Tie game at 7.
And we've seen this again and again. The overpass is hurting teams that do it. It's asking for a lot of trouble.
It did in the last game. It has so far in this one.
That's
again,
out.
overpass, and that one hits.
Cannot hit anything outside the antenna. No pole, no strings that connect the net to the pole, nothing. When it does, that's out. It's done.
So an 8-7 lead for Little Rock. And
need a good pass, and a bad one again.
Overpassing. You want to take advantage of it. Good dig by Skylar Comfrey up in the middle. And Toria Shine, she does a great job at putting it in a tough-to-get-to spot. Driving down, and that's Chloe Epker with the dig. Driving it. A dig by Toria Shine. And now tipping it into the middle. Tough play. And
good volleyball.
What a
Toria just shoved her teammate out of the way.
Boy. Two.
Whitney.
Dig by Toria Shine. Nice job. Looked like she might have crossed over the line.
Boy.
No call. Up in the middle.
Oh, we got
Someone was
net
in
all over
net,
the place.
And I do believe.
Oh, they're going to give it to.
Yep, they're going to give it to.
And the Little Rock coach is not moaning about it.
No, they were in the net, and it was very close.
And you can hear one of the fans saying that was a bad call. Let me tell you, if I'm an R1, I'm going to go ahead and replay this because both players were in the net. That is so hard. That's a tough break for Little Rock.
As the score stands now, it is 8-8.
Riley went over to talk to the R1, and she's just not buying it.
Yeah, we're not going to reserve it, so it's Hannah Dieringer to serve. Back in the middle, and they're just going to have to try and pump it over.
Abigail Herman, that's the second one she's put in the net like that today. That's a tough one.
And it's not exactly her fault. That's a tough play to make.
It is.
It's hard
Ball's
to get your arms
yep.
back in the right spot and then to move them in the right way. Dieringer, a nice serve, trying to nail that back line.
Good tip.
And that was beautiful, making it 10, or making it 9-9 rather, tying the game back up. Boy, oh boy,
what a
this
barn
has been
burner.
close.
A barn burner here.
I tell you what, I don't think our next game's going to start on time the way this is going.
No, I don't think so. Good serve.
Good dig there by Skylar Comfort.
Boy, that's a long
She's
way
made
to go.
some great digs.
Yep.
Up in the air. This is going to be Riley.
Riley!
Hits it by the left arm of Hannah Dieringer.
Riley Fielder has an arm and is not afraid to use it.
And Riley Fielder, not only is she not afraid to use it, she uses it so well. Up in the air to the outside. Kopke drives it in. Picked up by Gracie Campbell in the back edge. Whitney pops it. Dieringer up in the air. Here's Kopke again to the outside, tripping over. You got a couple teammates on the ground.
Go, Riley!
Pay no mind to the couple teammates that are on the ground because it is Riley Fielder making her presence
It's the
known.
Riley Fielder show, and she has put her team on her back, and they're going.
Gotten an 11-9 lead. Good serve. And the point of a serve is to make it tough for the other team to play the ball.
Again.
Riley
Fielder, 4 in a row.
She forces a tough play from Hannah Dieringer, and again they have to pull her out of the game.
She got a great swing from the other side over there, and she went cross court. And she's looking mad right now is what she's looking.
And I tell you what, just keep the energy going. Kopke,
She
that
blocks.
was a good set.
Oh,
no.
no.
Some miscommunication, it looked like, as both Catherine Breeding and Carrie Etherington came together, and I think it might have gone on both their arms.
Yeah, it was Catherine that was going to set it to the back. Toria
Shine, she's done a tremendous job from the service line. Here's Riley Fielder, blocked by Siobhan Dittmer.
Oh, way to hang with it. Way to hang with it.
And Kopke, again, she has been tremendous. Going up to the other side. And that's Whitney
Whitney's good
Locker.
swing.
Back set.
Oh,
Dittmer,
no.
tough play.
That's a tough one. Chloe went backwards, and Siobhan was there. The unfortunate part was Chloe went too far with it. And I'll tell you, folks, that is such a hard set. She's moving from right to left, and just, that is hard.
The amazing part is that she doesn't mess up on it more almost.
Yeah.
As hard as that is.
There's another one. They're going back set. Whitney. Good dig.
They've got Shine in the right spot. 2-set attack.
Whitney again. Whitney's trying to put one down here.
Toria Shine over to Kopke. Cross court. Up
Breeding.
the air from Breeding. Whitney Lockard.
Blocked.
Blocked back.
Oh, my.
Here's Gracie Campbell. She has not been as much a factor as she was yesterday. Kopke.
Boom, yes.
Bang.
Oh!
What a dig.
Dittmer.
And Dittmer.
Wrong! Oh!
That play was set up by the dig, I believe, by Gracie Campbell on the outside.
Great ball.
14-10. Little Rock's got a lead, but they got to keep the pedal to the metal.
They do. Overpass.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's a double hit.
Lift,
Yep.
I think. Yeah, they're going to call a lift. Great job on the jump ball by Chloe Epker to give her team a chance.
Man, I'll tell you, and that was a big point for SWCHA to win. They needed that point.
They're only down 3.
Oh,
Kopke,
Kiera, no.
short.
Say it ain't so. Oh, that hurts. Puts her team down 4 again. Here's Whitney.
15-11. Serve comes over, Shine. They're gonna set.
Skylar.
Oh,
She got
Painted
it.
the line.
Woo!
She painted that back line. Unbelievable shot.
And let me
there.
tell you, that was right in front of the line judge.
That's one of the the easier calls
That's
he can get.
an easy call when it
It-
lands at your feet.
And based on where he was standing, able to tell where that one hit.
Gone.
Down the line and out.
That is 2 big service errors.
We saw this in the last game.
Yes,
the
we
set
did.
That the PT Warriors actually lost. They
Served 4 in a row.
after getting the point, they would mistake the serve. Up in the air.
Oh,
With an
Skylar.
absolute laser. Good dig in the back, being ready for it. Skylar again. Blocked.
Boy, she is.
No, they say it was not blocked. And I wondered
Boy,
with
it's-
the spin that the ball had on it, if
Yep.
it had just hit the top of the net.
And let me tell you, Skylar Comfrey came through like an animal trying to drill that ball. In!
Down the line, on the corner, and
Another one right in front of the line judge.
Carrie Etherington forces the timeout call.
Can I tell you how big the last game was? Because let's talk about SWCHA on the edge of winning game 2, and it's 1-1, and now look at what the score is. And Little Rock, folks, if you're not noticing the energy a little bit, there is a decidedly different energy on the Little Rock bench. And this is not what you wanted if you're SWCHA. They're handling themselves. They show why they should be here, and they really should. But they're having a little trouble in this game right here. The service errors are killing them.
You know what? A comeback was not out of reach last set. We'll see if they can pull off another
And you
one.
know, that is an excellent point. That is an excellent point.
Here comes the serve by Etherington. That was a perfect pop-up dig. Oh no, Kopke leaning back and gives an easy one to Etherington. They drive it across. She
I'll
tried
tell
to go
you.
cross court. That was Abigail Herman.
Abigail's made 3 mistakes in this game, 2 that have gone into the net, and that one didn't even get a chance to go over. She's got to get the ball up a little bit. Abigail can do better. We know that.
Siobhan Dittmer back to serve. She is something else in this game. A good serve, kind of a knuckler right over the top of the net. Had to
that's
lean
tough.
back pretty far. Good job keeping the play
Boy,
alive.
I'll tell you what. That was 2 bad ones there for SWCHA. Unfortunate bounces there. Up 4.
Up 4 with the serve, and you've got to stay on top of it here.
Oh, nice
Blocked,
block.
but I've enjoyed seeing Comfrey being able to recover.
Got
after
that
getting
one.
shot blocked, and that is
Kiera.
Kopke. She's played so well.
She has. And she's establishing herself more as a hitter in this match. Not so much so yesterday, but today she has. And that's not to say she didn't hit yesterday, but today she's doing it more.
This is Skylar Comfrey, who served on their gigantic comeback.
Oh, it's in!
Oh,
Yes,
That was so close.
Riley Fielder. And I'm telling you, folks, Riley Fielder has loaded this team up on her shoulders and said, I will take you deeper.
There's the serve coming over. Nice dig out, overpass. Oh,
boy,
that
that
would have
was
been
out.
out. Whitney Lockard with the tip.
Got a net. Got a net.
Yeah.
This one is going to be Natalie Hemingway.
Natalie Hemingway in the net for the second time. So 21-15, and Little Rock trying to push through and finish this set off and take a 2-1 lead.
Oh, wow. Natalie got handcuffed there. Toria's got to get it over.
Shine. It's
she
still
does.
dangerous, though, when Toria Shine hitting those.
Oh,
Good
wow.
job getting the dig up. Up in the air. Shine again. Tips it. That was tough.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Whitney Lockard, they got a tip on it. Slowed
Right now,
the ball
Swish
down
is on.
just a little bit.
They're on their heels.
Set it
Riley
up.
got it!
And Riley Fielder a little bit lower, and that one's going to be coming right
Riley
back at her.
Fielder is just, oh, she is big time playing ball here in game 3.
Firing away is Gracie Campbell. They set it up to Kopke down the line.
Yes,
Perfect.
Kopke!
That was
Down the
Kiara Kopke.
line.
Absolutely perfect. You know what? This is very similar to the last one. They were down 23-15 last set.
Great point.
Down 22-15 this one, and Harriet Dieringer into serve. Dieringer fires away. Good job bumping that up by Lydia Etherington. Driving it down. Beautiful dig. Up in the air. Kopke drives it down.
Kopke.
Dug out by Gracie Campbell. Up in the air.
Gone.
Long.
Whitney hits
No
it
tip.
long.
So it's 22-17
Well,
and a 5-point game.
boy, this will be interesting. This point will be interesting because if you're Little Rock, you don't want to see this again.
Dieringer fires it just over the net. Etherington, another good one. Setting it up close to the net.
Got it!
And they don't say it hit the ground. I thought that would hit
wow.
the ground. They don't say it did. And the play goes on. Skylar Comfrey tries to drop it into the middle. Set it up. Riley Fielder,
bad
overpass. Good tip.
Net,
And
net.
And they're going to call a net, on.
Net's on.
Oh, I thought the net was going to be called on.
Is that?
They
They called that Chloe. I think that was
okay,
Chloe.
now they're going to give
They're
it back
giving
to
the
Little
point
Rock.
over. Yeah, and I'll tell you, Skylar's going over to chat. Well, I'm not sure what's happened here.
Yeah, they're signaling.
Okay, yeah, I was
think-
going to say the ball's got to go on the other side.
Yeah, Hannah Dieringer just didn't look like she knew what had happened. As they do call.
So Swisher was expecting to get the point there, but it was them that was in the net. I think they got Chloe on it.
That'll be 24-17. Or rather, no, it is 23-17. Scoreboard is right. Pop it up in the air.
Oh,
Tip it
good.
high. Kopke. She has been
hitting
tremendous in this
machine.
game. Up in the air.
Uh-oh.
She's got to get it up and over. She did. That was good.
Back to Riley. Dink.
Riley on
That's
the
not going
tip.
to work this time.
No, not there. Kopke. She's been
Off
big.
the block.
Off the block. Campbell.
Riley.
To Riley, and again dug out Dieringer with a couple of good digs while she's been
Blocked.
in. Good job keeping it alive. Toria Shine. Pops it
That was
short.
a dangerous one there.
And,
Oh,
that's
no,
a double.
no.
Oh no, she tried to
Catherine.
surprise him.
She went with a tip, and she didn't get it, and she just stood there and hit it again, and that's an easy call. Hey, folks, we've seen this before, and you don't want Toria Shine back there.
No, Toria Shine has been one of the best servers that we've seen in this tournament. The tip. Oh! Hannah Dieringer did a great job to get up there and make contact with it. 1 point away.
Boy, and it's Riley Fielder hoping to put this game 3 away. This will be big.
Riley Fielder lets the jump serve fly.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Gone. Game 3. Little Rock. Big swing, folks.
Little Rock 25-18. Taking the third set, and they've got a 2-1 lead. Swish is not out of it, though. We got one more set.
And I'll tell you, here's what's going to be the interesting thing. How does Swisha respond to this situation? Because they're the ones that have pretty much had Little Rock kind of on their heels. They did in Game 1. Totally had them on their heels in Game 1. Game 2, they're losing midway, and they're losing late, and then they come back, take it to 30 points. So it's not like SWCHA is being run over. They're not. This is going to be an interesting response by SWCHA to see how they respond in game number 4.
We have to take a short break. We'll be back with set number 4 after a short break. We're back here at the W.E. Dowell Fieldhouse, home today of the Gold Ball Showdown Series, semifinal number 2 between the SWCHA Saints and the Little Rock Flames. Colin Hill along with Charlie Pomeroy. We are in the balcony here at Baptist Bible College as a 2-1 lead. SWCHA took the first set 25-17, but it's been Little Rock 30-28 in the second, 25-18 in the third. And serving first will be the Flames serving. And we can hear the Flames fans getting into it once again, as they were kind of shut down in the first two sets, but in the third set seemed to come back to life. This is Riley Fielder to start set 4. She drives it over. Overpass. Good defense, though, to keep it alive. And Dittmer does a great job using the left hand to keep it alive, and a tip right there by Riley Fielder. And she's done an excellent job using the tip. 1-0. And a good start for the Flames. And they want to just... They don't want to give any inclination of hope. That went off the tip anyway. And
Kira Kopke got the advantage of that. That's a bad pass. And boy, I'll tell you, she was able to take advantage.
They've taken a couple overpasses and turned them into points, and I've been impressed. Kopke just barely squeaking that one over the net. That was a good serve. Up in the air. The set.
Skylar blocked.
They do say tipped. And so Kravchik gets it back over. Overpass and Dittmer.
Boy, Siobhan has not made many mistakes. She's only made one other one. That one was one, and she knows it. That one sitting at the top of the net for her. That's a tough break.
You just got to come back. Riley Fielder on the serve. Up in the air. It's going to be Skylar, and Skylar off the top of the block.
Skylar loaded up. Left side loaded up.
2-2, equaling it up. And SWCHA wants to start to pull away early in this one. They don't want to let this get too late in the game and still Little Rock be right in there.
Yep. Oh, wow. Wow. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure if that was an intended dink or not.
Yeah.
But it worked.
It absolutely did. Back to serve Whitney Lockhart. And Whitney firing away. Good up in the air.
Oh.
Hard.
Nice ball by
down
Kira.
By Kopke. And they're just going to have to bump it over. Kopke on the dig. Up in the air. This is going to be driven.
Oh, that's in. Oh, a net. Not going to matter.
So
not going to matter.
It was
They're going to get
anyway,
the point.
right on the corner, as that was Chloe Epker back into the game, because Michaela Barnes, she's been effective on the block today, and as Siobhan Dittmer goes back to serve, definitely a good move, I think, bringing her in on the front. Dittmer's serve died and out of bounds as it goes outside the antenna, and it's 4-3.
SWCHA trying to grab that lead back. Here comes Siobhan.
Dittmer. Another good serve. Overpass in the
net.
Yep,
in the net. Yep.
And Siobhan Dittmer, she has forced a couple of the errors, and they've got a 2-point lead. And if you're Dittmer, keep it going.
And I tell you, this is what we were talking about earlier. She's showing herself to be a good all-around volleyball athlete. She's been great at the net, but she's been effective in the back.
Up in the air, the drive, dug up, in the air.
Skylar
does a great job getting the rotation around, and that was a tough play there
Oh!
That went off the side of the hand of Gracie Campbell, and it goes off the net.
Miss by much.
And it's 6-3. Siobhan Dittmer trying to get SWCHA in control of this game early.
Trying to move it forward, boy.
Dittmer, a deep serve. They haven't had many of those. And here on the third hit, they're going to get a free one. Dittmer digs it out.
An overpass.
But it misplayed. Dittmer again.
Boy, they're making a run right now.
They get it over, though. Up in the middle. Short set. Beautiful dig by Kopke. Falling away once again is Skylar Comfrey.
Gone!
It's out. And oh boy, I tell you what, Siobhan Dittmer, she's obviously not their best bet in the back, but she held her own.
She did, and I tell you, she's enjoying the service line right at the moment.
7-3. Dittmer.
Oh, no.
Had to go off the side of her hand, and back into the game comes Toria Shine. Also
well, good
into the
job
game,
by Dittmer there.
Abby Darden comes back into the game, replacing Catherine Breeding. This is Carrie Etherington. Up in the air.
Oh, nice
Good
back
set. Driving it. Comfrey. Here's Gracie Campbell. She drives it in. If she gets on, that's almost unstoppable.
Yeah, I tell you, she has got a strong arm. Strong arm.
With a good set, she's borderline unstoppable. Up in the air. Good set. Short set. I like that play.
Yep.
They didn't seem to be ready for it, and it's in. Down the line, cross court, and all of a sudden 7-6, and the Flames have shown great adeptness of getting back into the game when they go down.
This has been a match of momentum swings, and not just for 1 or 2 points, we're talking 4 or 5. Oh no. Toria Shine totally misplayed that.
Toria Shine with a very rare mistake there. Ties it up at 7-7, and Carrie Etherington just barely squeaks it over. Good set, but they're going to with a little bit of miscommunication.
Gracie. Yep. Gracie Campbell is enjoying life on the left side.
Gracie Campbell feasting over there right now. 3 kills in this short 4-point run. 8-7, 1-point lead. And out.
Yep, good call.
Good call by the line judges, and I think there's maybe been one call in this game that has possibly not been completely accurate.
Yep, they've done a great job.
8-8, and this is Skylar Comfrey, good float serve, overpass, and I'm surprised she didn't end up going in the net. That's a very good discipline not to.
Great agility.
Good diving stop by Shine. Up in the air. Kopke off the block.
Gracie got a good swing. Short set. Almost got him.
And up in the air. Jump ball.
What do we got? They call Gracie Campbell.
They call Gracie Campbell in the net.
I don't think so. That was a tough one. And then, folks, we're on the opposite side. So, we have to give the benefit of the doubt to the officials. It didn't look like she did. But, nonetheless, SWCHA gets the point.
9-8. Oh, boy, nice dig on the outside. And I tell you what, Toria Shine's impressed once again today with the dig off the top of the block. And it's slowing down all these hard hits. Cross court. And a long hit coming up. Good down to the knees when Skylar Comfrey.
Lydia's doing the job digging.
Trying for the tie. Good job getting it up, but that is a double
hit. A lift. They're going to get the lift on that.
A good call.
Yep.
That was another tremendous dig from Toria Shine.
Gone.
Out, back up.
That is something we saw in game 2 where Little Rock went 4 in a row with service errors. They can't afford to do that against SWCHA. They can make you pay.
Hannah Dieringer back to the line. She's not a bad server herself. As she comes in once again, firing away. Trying to tie it back up on the tip. Good dive and trying to tip it back. A good job right there by Lockard to get back on that one. The set. Was there a tip? They didn't signal tip, so I'm going to guess it just went off the top of the tape and back down.
It looked like Little Rock did get the tip over, and actually, SWCHA could have played it, and they just didn't have anybody there to do it.
So back in comes Kratchik.
Yep.
And a 10-10 tie. This is a close game, and for both teams, you can't allow the other team to pull away right here.
No, you can't.
For Little Rock, going to a fifth set would only favor SWCHA. Tip, a good call there. Driving
Kira got it!
Cross court, and Kira Kopke, she has done a tremendous job going cross court in this game.
Boy, I'll tell you, and that was a perfect spot. The block was up. She didn't have much of an angle. The only thing she could do is go cross, and she did. Found a hole. Dittmer's back in.
She's been their biggest player so far today. And
wow.
Off the top of the net, that's a tough play. And they're just going to have to bump it over. Toria Shine gets over, gets it, driving it. Kopke! Oh! My! Kira Kopke lowering the boom.
Ba-bang!
Oh,
she reared back on that.
12-10. The serve. Off the top of the arm, Gracie Campbell. Good dig out. Good set. Kopke feeding the hot hand, dug out by Gracie Campbell. Riley in the middle. Didn't get all that she would have wanted on that. Sets up the middle. Kopke, the tip! Back over. Kopke.
Oh, nice back set.
Oh, Dittmer.
Oh,
got around.
Siobhan! Are you kidding me?
Dittmer. That was probably the best play we've seen her make all day. And it was
Kira!
Whether that was intentional or not, it worked.
Oh, wow. Siobhan Dittmer did a backhand like a backstroke and put it over the net. Oh, wow.
13-10. Toria Shine riding up on the arms, and they're going to get a free one out of it. Up in the air.
Here we go again.
Kopke, the tip. And
again!
Perfection.
Kiera Kopke has got the hot hand.
Kiera Kopke, absolutely marvelous. We saw it with Skylar Cumpry in game one yesterday that we watched them play. And today, it has been Kiera Kopke. And out. And it was 10-10. And
time
a 5-point run.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, if you're the SWCHA Saints, you're feeling really good right now. Kiera Kopke is hot. She has hit the ball well.
And they almost got it.
Man.
I really didn't think that one hit her hand, but apparently the down official she had is a great angle of that.
She did.
And said that Toria got underneath it. And if she did, that was tremendous. Back set, Kopke, tip it.
Oh, Kiera Kopke. You, girl, are doing a job here in game 4.
Kiera Kopke has baffled this defense with a full arsenal of tricks. Cross court, down the line, tip. It's been everything, and now she's back to serve. To the
Riley
outside.
missed, but it was off the tip.
Yeah, they
It was,
they did
yeah.
get the tip.
It
I was
was.
going to say there was a tip. The down official, or rather, the
Line
line judge
judge.
signaled out of bounds,
And fixed it.
but all the other officials were able to get the tip call.
Yep. And that's the right call. It was tipped.
13-18. Riley with the serve. Good job getting back on that. Up in the air, that's Toria Shine. She does a good job of dropping it into tough places.
Oh, wow. Carrie.
Up in the air, Dittmer.
Dittmer
She
gets
is
it. Oh!
one
Siobhan
of the
Dittmer!
best.
Again!
And she hasn't done as much in this fourth set. It's been the Kiera Kopke show, but it has also been Siobhan Dittmer's day.
Man, yes.
She has impacted it She's been the one consistent through every
Oh,
set.
what a serve!
Oh, man.
That was nasty. Chloe Epker. And another timeout.
Right now, SWCHA has come out in this fourth set determined to force set 5.
And you know what? When we talked early, before the game started, we were talking about what is the mentality going to be for SWCHA coming out in game 4. And what they're showing is, yeah, we're here. We haven't gone anywhere. We're ready to play ball.
As if they're saying after losing 25-18, that wasn't us. They are playing tremendous volleyball. And Little Rock's got to find a way to muster a comeback of their own if they're gonna keep this from going 5.
Yep.
Back to serve, Chloe Epker. And you know, the second set really changed whenever Chloe went out.
Yep.
She's been in all the time in this set. Has played all the way to the top of the net.
Oh, that hurts. And that hurts big, folks.
20-14, you cannot allow this serve, or you cannot allow Whitney Lockard to get their team into it. A nice job by Epker punching it over the net. Gracie set up. Skylar.
Wow.
Skylar Comfrey showing that she's not afraid to be.
Got it! Gracie Campbell with a dip.
20-15, they're not out of it yet. This is a team that has made some great runs. The serve by Whitney Lockard. They go the back set.
Oh, to Dittmer.
Siobhan.
Puts it in the net. And I'll tell you, that set, it would have been nice if they had gone up just a little bit more. That was a little short on that set. And it's not a knock on Chloe, but Dittmer needed a little more time to get there. Back set again.
Kepker.
Oh, Kopke went left, cross court and missed.
And
well,
it's just a 3-point game.
It's a 3-point game, and it's switched. Momentum is just switched. We're going to clean a little sweat off the floor here. Whitney Lockard.
She served them.
Oh, Toria.
Great save by Kopke. Blocked again. Siobhan Dittmer. Siobhan Dittmer at the net in that one was impressive. Up in the air, Gracie Campbell had to lean back some. Good play to get it up, but no call.
Oh, wow!
At one point, the Saints were in control. Oh no! Match point.
Match point right now for Little Rock.
24-21, and these Flames fans are excited. Dugout in the air, driving it.
Oh wow! Boy, I wouldn't.
Gracie Campbell for the win. Gonna be dug out. Camper.
Boom!
Lowering the hammer. Hitting it at the top of the tape. Exactly what they wanted. They
SWCHA
that point.
has life.
And look at who it is. Back
Skylar.
to Skylar Comfrey served their gigantic run. And a float serve. Up in the air. The tip. Trying to keep it alive. Toria gets it over the net. Up in the air.
Out.
Out.
Boy,
and
boy.
Oh my.
Folks, get in your seatbelts right now. This is big. Game 4. SWCHA down a point.
Dropping towards the middle, up in the air. Blocked back. They hit it. Wow. That one might have been out. And they're going to get a free one. It's going out the back. And the storming the court as we had a tie in the making.
Toria Shine didn't know exactly where that line was.
25.
Oh, wow.
25-23 the final. These girls played their hearts out.
I'll tell you what.
Just a bit short.
SWCHA unbelievably played. I mean, they really showed why they won 50 games this year. They really showed why they deserve to be here, and they did a tremendous job. Siobhan Dittmer and Kira Kopke, oh my goodness. You guys loaded up well. Skylar Comfrey, what a good week you've had. Hats off to the SWCHA Saints. They did a great job, but Little Rock takes the semifinal. They will be in the gold ball against the PT Warriors.
So that sets the stage. We hope you stay tuned for, I believe, the 14U Undisputed Gold Ball National Championship. For Charlie Pomeroy and our production team for this game, I'm Colin Hill saying so long for the WE Dowell Fieldhouse.